The screen lit up my face in the dim dorm room like an accusation from hell, my own voice mocking me from a video that had already racked up 500,000 views in under an hour. Yeah, I'm totally straight. Just experimenting with this whole gay thing for the laughs. The clip blared, my lips moving in perfect sync to words I'd never spoken, spliced from old party footage with some digital wizardry that made it look real as sin. I slammed my laptop shut, heart pounding like it wanted out of my chest, knowing one share from my roommate's ex would torch everything I'd built, my spot on the debate team, my shot at that internship, and worst of all, the fragile peace I'd made with being out in a world that still whispered behind your back. I was Alex Rivera, 21, a junior at NYU scraping by on scholarships and sheer stubbornness, the kind of guy who organized pride events one month and dodged family calls the next because mom still prayed for clarity every Sunday. That night, as notifications exploded like fireworks gone wrong, friends texting WTF dude, and strangers piling on with laughing emojis, I curled up on my bunk, replaying the betrayal. It wasn't just the lie. It was the precision, the way it weaponized my queerness like a punchline. I'd blocked Jordan Hayes months ago after one too many awkward hookups that felt more like obligation than fire, his texts turning clingy when I needed space to figure out if I even wanted this life. Now, staring at my phone's cracked screen, I wondered if karma was this cruel, or if I'd invited it in. By morning, the campus was a minefield. I skipped my sociology lecture, hoodie pulled low, but whispers followed me like smoke. In the quad, a group of freshmen snickered as I passed, one mimicking my confession with exaggerated flair. My best friend, Mia, sharp-tongued, and the only one who'd seen me cry over a bad Grindr date, grabbed my arm outside the library. Alex, it's everywhere. Your RA's asking questions, and debate coach emailed. Says he needs to talk integrity. Her eyes, lined with last night's mascara, held that mix of fury and pity I hated most. Mia had been there when I came out sophomore year, dragging me to my first queer open mic where I bombed a poem but found my voice anyway. Now she squeezed my elbow. We'll fix this, but you gotta fight back. Fight back? With what? More exposure. I nodded, numb, and we ducked into a coffee shop off campus, the kind with mismatched mugs and baristas who didn't care about viral scandals. Over burnt lattes, Mia scrolled through the comments, slurs mixed with fake gay jabs, a few allies chiming in with belief survivors of pranks that felt hollow. Then, buried in the noise, a DM popped up from an account I didn't recognize at Jordan Unblocked. Saw the video. It's bullshit. Meet me at Washington Square Park, noon. Jay. My stomach flipped. Jordan, the guy with the easy smile and surfer hair who'd ghosted after I pulled away, now playing White Knight? I'd blocked him after he showed up drunk at my door post-breakup, slurring about us, like we were some epic. No way was I opening that door again. But noon found me on a bench by the arch, leaves crunching underfoot like brittle apologies. Jordan arrived 5 minutes late, backpack slung over one shoulder, his green eyes scanning until they locked on mine. He looked different, leaner, jaw set like he'd traded beach vibes for resolve. Alex, he said, voice low, sitting too close. No hey, no sorry for the past. Just, that video's deep fake. I know the guy who made it, Tyler from Kappa Sig. He bragged in group chat last night. Tyler, my roommate's ex, the frat bro who'd crashed our pride float with beer pong last year, eyes lingering too long on the drag queens. It clicked, revenge for Mia dumping him after he called her confused. Jordan pulled out his phone, showing screenshots, Tyler's texts timestamped, admitting the edit with software links. Why tell me? I asked, voice cracking despite myself. He shrugged, but his fingers drummed the bench, betraying nerves. Because I owe you. And because I never stopped caring. The air thickened, that old pull between us sparking despite the chill. We'd met freshman year at a queer film screening, bonding over bad rom-coms and shared immigrant stories. Me Puerto Rican roots in the Bronx, him half-Irish from Queens. What started as flirty debates turned physical too fast, and when I panicked about labels, he pushed. Blocking him felt like survival. Now, here he was, offering proof that could clear my name. We spent the afternoon plotting in his off-campus apartment, a cramped walk-up smelling of takeout and fresh paint. Jordan paced, typing furiously to compile evidence, while I paced too, fighting the urge to bolt. Post it yourself, he urged, with a statement. Call out the deep fake, the homophobia. Make it raw. His intensity unnerved me. Eyes lighting up like this was our shared crusade. Mia arrived with tacos, eyeing him warily. The blocker himself? Bull. She was protective, had grilled me post-hookup about red flags like his jealousy over my exes. But as we ate, the three of us gelled uneasily. Mia sketching a thread outline, Jordan digging for more dirt on Tyler. By dusk, my post was live. A video of me, steady-voiced, exposing the prank, attaching Jordan's screenshots. This isn't a joke. It's erasure. I'm gay, unapologetically, and lies like this hurt us all. The backlash flipped overnight. Allies amplified, Stand With Alex trending locally, even catching a queer influencer with 200K followers. But Tyler fired back in a Snapchat story, doubling down. Lighten up, Rivera, it's college. His frat brothers liked it, and suddenly my inbox filled with prove it demands, ugly echoes of doubt. Debate coach called me in. Integrity's key, son. Suspension pending review. I left his office shaking, Mia waiting outside with hugs that smelled like vanilla. He's a dinosaur. Will appeal. That night, alone in my room, I unblocked Jordan on impulse, typing, thanks. Oh, you. His reply, beers tomorrow? Neutral ground. Washington Square again, this time at twilight, string lights twinkling like hesitant stars. Jordan showed with IPAs, no pressure, just stories. How he'd switched majors to media ethics after our fallout, channeling regret into something useful. Blocking me saved you, he admitted, clinking bottles. I was a mess, pushing too hard. Vulnerability from him? It disarmed me, stirring memories of lazy Sundays tangled in sheets, his laugh against my neck. But trust was fractured. I kept it light, probing his motives. Why fight for me now? Hero complex. He leaned in, breath warm. Because I see you, Alex. The real you, fierce, scared, brilliant. And I miss that. Friendship crept back, disguised as strategy sessions. Mia warmed to him over group hangs at dive bars, where we'd dissect viral scandals and swap coming-out war stories. She confided in me one night, buzzed on gin. He's solid, but don't let him bulldoze. You deserve slow. Her words lingered as prejudices surfaced elsewhere. My abuela calling from the Bronx, voice thick with worry. Mijo, the internet says. Are you in trouble? I explained gently, heart aching at her sighs, the old Catholic guilt she'd softened but never shed. Jordan met her virtually weeks later, charming with Spanglish jokes, earning a tentative, he's nice, but watch your heart. The high faded when conflict brewed. Tyler's crew escalated, doxing Jordan's sister, a high schooler in Queens, with fake rumors to pressure him silent. We confronted it together at a campus rally I'd helped organize, fists clenched amid chants of no hate, no fakes. Post-march, in the adrenaline haze, Jordan kissed me, fierce, unasked, under the arch like a movie cliché. I pulled back, tasting regret. Not like this. Not when it's war. Hurt flashed in his eyes, but he nodded. Fair. But I'm all in, Alex. Whatever pace. Misunderstandings piled like autumn leaves. Mia overheard Jordan venting to a buddy about proving myself, twisting it into manipulation. He's using the drama to worm back, she warned over coffee, her by experiences coloring her caution, past loves who'd tokenized her fluidity. I defended him, but doubt seeded. Then, a surprise. An anonymous tip linked Tyler to a bigger ring, pranks targeting queer students for clout. Jordan and I went undercover at a frat party, hearts racing in the strobe-lit chaos. We caught Tyler on video boasting, but escape turned tense, pushed into a bathroom, cornered by his pledges. Jordan shielded me, taking a shove that split his lip. Run, he yelled, blood trickling. I didn't. We fought out together, breathless in the alley after. That night, bandaging him in my dorm, walls crumbled. Why risk it? I whispered, thumb tracing his jaw. For you, he said simply. And for us, the community. But mostly you. The kiss came mutual, soft, a promise amid the storm. Yet dawn brought the climax's shadow. Debate nationals loomed, and coach reinstated Tyler as alternate, citing youthful mistakes. Outrage boiled, petitions flew, but prejudice won. Tyler's dad, a donor, pulled strings. The breaking point hit during regionals in Philly. I debated flawlessly, dismantling opponents on free speech ironies. Jordan in the front row, Mia cheering. But post-win, Tyler cornered me backstage. Your boyfriend's a fraud. Paid off those screenshots. Lies, but they wormed in, amplified by a leaked audio of Jordan's old jealous rant, twisted out of context. Back in New York, I confronted him in the rain-slicked park. Is it true? All this for redemption points. Tears mixed with downpour. No, God, Alex, it's real. But I was scared you'd slip away again. The fight exploded. Accusations of control, my fears of being the gay tragedy, his pain of rejection. Mia mediated, revealing the audio's full clip, Jordan defending me to skeptics. He's terrified of losing you, like I was of my own mess. Reconciliation brewed in quiet gestures. Jordan stepped back, giving space. I leaned on Mia, unpacking layers. How the prank unearthed old wounds from high school bullies. How blocking him echoed self-sabotage. Friendships deepened. We hosted a queer media workshop, turning pain into power. Prejudices challenged one story at a time. Tyler's empire crumbled when his ring exposed nationally, expulsion swift. But the real high tide was internal. Me, owning my voice without apology. Jordan earning trust brick by unselfish brick. Finals week, under a sky bruised purple, I found him at our bench. Unblock complete, I said, pulling him close. No grand gestures, just us, flawed, fighting, found. The viral scar faded, but the story? It bound us, a testament that love, messy as it was, could outlast the clicks. As summer heat blanketed the city, turning sidewalks into griddles, Alex and Jordan navigated the fragile new normal of their rekindled connection. Mornings started with shared runs along the Hudson, breaths sinking in the humid air, conversations veering from light, favorite bodega sandwiches, to heavy, like Jordan's coming out fallout with his dad, a stoic cop who'd equated it to phase. Alex listened, offering nods over Gatorade, his own family dynamics a mirror. Mom's rosary beads clicking during video calls, her love fierce but filtered through church bulletins. She'll come around, he'd say, though doubt lingered, a quiet undercurrent to their easy rhythm. Mia, ever the anchor, hosted barbecues on her fire escape, grilling veggie skewers while probing their progress. No toxicity tours, she'd quip, referencing a viral TikTok on red flag spotting, her eyes flicking between them like a referee. Jordan laughed it off, passing her a beer, but Alex caught the effort, the way he deferred now, letting silences breathe instead of filling them with pleas. Friendship wove tighter. The trio volunteered at a youth center in Harlem, mentoring queer teens on digital literacy, turning Alex's ordeal into teachable armor. One kid, a wiry 14-year-old named Kai with neon nails, cornered Alex after a session. "You went viral bad. How'd you not break?" Alex paused, Jordan's hand brushing his unseen. Allies, and owning the rewrite. But surprises lurked. Jordan's ex, Liam, a polished grad student with a podcast on queer futurism, surfaced at a gallery opening in Chelsea, all cheekbones and calculated charm. "Heard about your little scandal," Liam drawled over Chardonnay, eyes on Jordan like reclaimed territory. Alex stiffened, the old insecurity flaring. Was he the rebound, the drama draw? Jordan shut it down smooth, past tense man. But later, in the cab home, tension simmered. "He's nothing," Jordan assured. But Alex's silence spoke volumes, rooted in that freshman fear of not measuring up. They argued in whispers, accusations of lingering sparks versus unfounded jealousy, ending in a standoff that left Alex crashing at Mia's. The rift widened when prejudice hit home. Alex's internship at a progressive mag fell through. Editor cited recent distractions, code for the video's stain. Devastated, he spiraled, skipping runs, holing up with takeout and true crime docs. Jordan gave space but showed up anyway, with empanadas from Alex's favorite spot and a USB of raw footage. Their workshop clips, Kai's thank you video beaming. "You're more than the clickbait," Jordan said, voice steady. It cracked Alex open, tears hot as they talked till dawn. Misunderstandings unpacked like old luggage. Jordan admitting Liam's shadow, Alex voicing the internship's gut punch. "I fight for us because you make me better," Jordan murmured. The makeup was tentative, A walk in Central Park, hands brushing, rebuilding on honesty. Fall semester roared in with conflicts anew. Campus elections heated, Alex running for Queer Alliance Prez against a slick opponent, Becca, whose platform glossed over trans issues for broad appeal. Jordan volunteered quietly, stuffing envelopes, not speeches, respecting Alex's lead. But when Becca's camp leaked a distorted clip of Alex's old confession, reframed as flip-flopping, doubt resurfaced. Coincidence? Alex snapped at a strategy meeting, eyes on Jordan. Mia mediated again, her patience saintly. Trust's a muscle, work it. The election night climaxed in a packed union hall, ballots tallied under fluorescent buzz. Alex won by a landslide, Becca's concession gracious but eyes sharp. Victory tasted bittersweet. Later, alone with Jordan on a rooftop, Alex exhaled. I doubted you. Again. Jordan pulled him close. We learn. Together. Yet the deepest tension brewed familial. Jordan's sister, Riley, 17, questioning her own identity, visited, wide-eyed at the city chaos. Over pizza in their apartment, she confessed crushes on girls, voice trembling. Jordan froze, old protector mode clashing with his growth. Alex stepped in, sharing his out story gently, prejudices he'd faced melting in shared vulnerability. Riley hugged him fierce. You're the good one. It shifted something. Jordan seeing Alex not as rival for his heart's space, but partner in mending his own fractures. As leaves turned, a high-stakes surprise. Tyler, post-expulsion, launched a Substack exposing campus biases, thinly veiling attacks on Alex as victim mentality. Comments erupted, dredging the prank's ugliness. Alex wanted to ignore, but Jordan pushed back, collaborating with a lawyer friend on a defamation suit, evidence airtight. The legal dance was grueling. Depositions where Tyler sneered, just a joke, bro, his bravado cracking under cross-exam. Through it, their bond fortified. Mia as comic relief with care packages of stress balls and smutty novels, non-explicit, of course. Victory came swift. Retraction, apology posted, Tyler's platform shuttered. Winter's chill brought the emotional peak. Christmas loomed, Alex dreading the Bronx trek alone. Jordan offered to come, no expectations. The drive was fraught. Mom's initial stiffness thawing over Coquito, her eyes softening at Jordan's easy bilingual banter. Abuela pulled Alex aside. He sees you, Mijo. Like your abuelo saw me. Tears welled. Prejudices bowed to love's persistence. Back in the city, New Year's under fireworks, they whispered promises, not grand, but grounded. Here's to unblocked paths, Jordan toasted. Spring bloomed with steady growth. Alex landed a better internship, Jordan's ethics project spotlighted in class. Friendships evolved, Mia dating a non-binary artist, their circle expanding with potlucks and pride prep. One evening, post-rehearsal for the float, Alex and Jordan sat on their fire escape, city hum below. The prank ruined nothing, Alex said. It built this. Jordan smiled, hand in his. Us. Yeah. But peace was illusion. Summer internships scattered them. Alex in D.C. at a think tank, Jordan interning at a Brooklyn nonprofit. Distance tested, texts turning terse amid exhaustion. Alex dove into policy briefs on LGBTQ+ rights, channeling past pain into advocacy, but late nights bred loneliness, old insecurities whispering. A work happy hour introduced Nate, a charming policy wonk with easy flirtation, no baggage. One drink led to two, a harmless dance that guilt gnawed at Alex come morning. He confessed to Mia over FaceTime, just talking, but it felt free. She sighed. Honesty's your superpower. Use it. The call to Jordan was brutal, timed poorly amid his deadline crunch. Nothing happened, Alex insisted, but Jordan's silence screamed betrayal. After everything, the blocking, the fighting, you flirt? Hurt-laced accusation, rooted in his own fears of inadequacy, Liam's ghost lingering. They hung up fractured, days stretching into radio silence. Mia played diplomat, shuttling messages. He's scared, Alex. Like you were. Prejudice reared too, Jordan's dad, hearing whispers, cornered him. Don't let that city boy drag you down. Familial doubt amplified the rift. Reunion in August was a powder keg. At LaGuardia, hugs felt obligatory, cab ride thick with unspoken. Their apartment, once sanctuary, echoed awkward. Alex pushed for therapy, campus counseling for queer couples, a neutral space. Sessions unearthed layers. Jordan's clinginess born from a youth of unstable homes. Alex's walls from microaggressions stacked like bricks. I blocked to breathe, Alex admitted. Not to hurt. Jordan nodded, tears tracking. I fought to prove worth, not control. Progress was glacial, but cathartic. Mia joining one session as friend support, her insights bridging gaps. Fall brought external storms. Campus buzzed with a new scandal. A trans student's assault, mishandled by admin Alex and Jordan co-led protests. Signs aloft in the quad, voices hoarse with chants. Unity forged in fire. Nights planning over ramen, hands linking under tables. But misunderstanding struck when a photo surfaced. Alex arm in arm with a protest ally, cropped to imply more. Jordan confronted, voice raw. Trust again. Alex showed the full context, but pain lingered. We're human. Mia counseled at their weekly diner meet. Slips happen. Growth's the win. A surprise twist. Riley, now out to her school, faced bullying, echoing Alex's past. She crashed at their place for a weekend escape, the three bonding over bad movies and baking disasters. Jordan's protectiveness shone, but Alex guided. Listen, don't fix. It healed fractures, Riley's gratitude a balm. You too? Goals. Prejudice challenged head-on when she Skyped her dad, Jordan beside her, Alex in frame. Gruff words softened to acceptance, a milestone. Climax brewed at homecoming. Tyler, back as a townie, crashed the tailgate, drunk and defiant. Still playing victim Rivera, he slurred, crowd parting. Jordan stepped forward, calm, walk away, or we revisit court. Backup arrived, Mia, Kai now a freshman ally, diffusing tension. But the encounter rattled, dredging fears. That night, post-party haze, Alex and Jordan argued anew. You shielded again, like I'm fragile. Because I love you, idiot. The word hung, first uttered, vulnerability raw. Laughter broke through tears, bodies collapsing in relief. Love you too, Alex whispered. Blocked no more. Winter deepened bonds. Holidays blended families. Bronx tamales with Queen's soda bread. Mom toasting Jordan as family. Spring's capstone. Alex's thesis on digital homophobia, dedicated obliquely to the fighter. Graduation loomed, futures uncertain, grad school offers, job hunts. One eve, rooftop under stars, they mapped dreams, wherever, together. Surprises abounded. Mia proposing a road trip, Riley visiting for pride. Conflicts? Mere waves now, navigated with tools forged in fire. In the end, the viral scar was legend, a story told at mixers. How a prank birthed resilience, love unyielding. Alex and Jordan, hand in hand at the parade, new, reputations mended, hearts unbreakable. Yet beneath the triumphs, subtler currents swirled. Alex's grad school acceptance to Columbia thrilled, but Jordan's offer from a Seattle startup tugged westward, a fork unspoken. We could long distance. Jordan ventured over breakfast bagels, voice casual, but eyes pleading. Alex nodded, but unease coiled. Memories of blocking as escape, now flipped to fear of separation. Mia sensed it at their Central Park picnic, her new partner's quesadillas cooling beside. Talk it out, or it'll fester like bad ficus. Her metaphor landed. By experiences taught her fluid loves demanded fluid talks. Prejudice infiltrated work too. Alex's think tank gig involved testifying at City Hall on anti-deepfake laws, facing counselors who dismissed with boys will be boys. Jordan flew in for support, his presence a shield, but post-hearing drinks turned confessional. I hate how it still stings, being reduced. Jordan shared his nonprofit's grant denial, funders wary of controversial, queer-led initiatives. Shared wounds bonded, but the job dilemma loomed. Surprise arrived via email, a joint fellowship for digital ethics, NYC-based, tailored for them. Fate. Alex joked, but Jordan's grin said belief. Acceptance followed, relief palpable. Yet misunderstanding brewed when Liam resurfaced, inviting Jordan to podcast as success story, bait laced with nostalgia. Alex overheard the call, tone too warm, jealousy flaring unchecked. Cutting ties? He demanded later, voice edged. Jordan explained, research collab, boundaries firm, but Alex's apology came slow, therapy homework on triggers helping unpack. Friendship's evolution shown in crises. Kai, now entangled in his own viral mess, a transphobic meme storm, crashed at theirs, the group circling wagons with movie marathons and strategy. Riley joined remotely, her high school drama paling beside. You guys are my squad, Kai said, hugging Alex. It mirrored their origins, prejudices confronted collectively. Clash peaked at Pride's afterparty. Overcrowded warehouse pulsed with bass, rainbows everywhere, but a heated debate with strangers on assimilation versus radicalism escalated. Alex, tipsy, snapped at a respectable gay heckler echoing his coach's old words. Jordan pulled him aside, but words flew. You always mediate. Am I too much? No, you're everything. But we fight smart. Cooling in the alley, breaths mingling, they realigned. Passion, not perfection. Fall's rhythm settled. Classes, collabs, cozy nights cooking paella mishmashes. A high-tension moment. Mom's visit. Her church friend spotting Alex's pride pin. Whispers ensuing. Over dinner, she defended fierce. My son is gift. Love who he loves. Tears flowed. Jordan's quiet, gracious, sealed inclusion. Winter's gift, a surprise proposal. Not rings, but a pact. Under tree lights, Jordan knelt playful. Adventure together? No blocks. Alex laughed, pulling him up. Deal. Spring brought launches, thesis published, podcast episode dropping. Conflicts? Handled with grace, growth evident. Graduation day, caps airborne. They stood amid cheers, Mia whooping, Riley filming. The pranks echo? Distant thunder, their story thunderous. Love's fight, unyielding. Word count for this section, approximately 1,000. Culminating the arcs with final resolutions. No epilogues needed. Life unfolded in medias res. Alex's book tour for his Ethics Manifesto kicked off in Brooklyn bookstores. Jordan emceeing with wry anecdotes. Crowds nodding at tales of viral redemption. Mia's wedding, to her artist, a joyful queer affair. Had them as best people. Toasts blending laughs and lumps. Riley thrived at college, majoring in media, crediting their unblocked vibes. Yet drama lingered, subtle. A new deepfake wave hit campus. Alex consulted, Jordan coding countermeasures. One night, post-panel, exhaustion sparked spat. You're the hero again. Where's us? Right here, fighting for tomorrow. Makeup swift, deepened by habit. Prejudices? Faded but vigilant. Family gatherings now normalized. Abuela's stories of her own hidden loves bridging generations. Friendships expanded. Kai's art show, group trips to Fire Island, platonic sands, deep talks. The ultimate surprise, a documentary offer on their story, producers pitching love amid likes. They debated, Mia pro, for visibility, caution one, opting for controlled narrative. Filming brought catharsis, Tyler's cameo a reluctant mea culpa. Climax revisited in quiet. Anniversary at the Arch, rain misting. From block to this, Alex mused. Jordan, worth every click. Kiss sealed, future bright. In the weave of love, friendship, the viral faded, replaced by lives richly lived, hearts unruined. Expanding the denouement. Years blurred, but core held. Alex's tenure track at NYU, Jordan's TED Talk on ethical AI going viral, good kind. Mia's kid, a toddler terror with rainbows, napping on their couch during playdates. Riley's wedding, to a barista with killer tattoos, them walking her down, tears and toasts. A final conflict, health scare, Jordan's routine check flagging anxiety's toll, therapy intensifying. Alex held space, prejudices of tough it out discarded. Recovery? Shared yoga, vulnerabilities yoga. Surprise legacy, their youth center expanded, Kai directing now. One alum, a teen like past Alex, hugged. Your story saved mine. Under autumn arches anew, full circle, still fighting, always for us. Love, unblocked, eternal.